That's my catchphrase for when we start stuff, I guess. Do it on Let's Plays, too.
Excuse the random sound. I'm going to be moving my microphone.
Okay. Sure. That's also part of the new intro.
Yeah.
Moving a metal
Welcome
slab.
back to Pokemon.
Welcome back to Pokemon D&D, all zero watching right now. Well, there's some people in the chat.
None of you are watching.
Mine says 7.
Oh, okay.
Well, it says 7 waiting, so whether or not...
came to life in the top right-hand corner there.
Mine
He's been busy this past 2 weeks.
I guess mine just says 0 watching, but there's people in the chat, so I don't know. It's just weird.
I mean, it can't be 0 watching because I'm watching it right now.
And I'm watching. Like, technically, I count as a viewer, so...
Wait, are we our own audience?
10.
Yeah, we're our own audience. That's awesome. No, that's not. That's lonely.
All right, so only half of it.
Welcome to being a
we're up
lonely
to 12.
streamer. This is our life now.
Yeah, our life.
This is our life. We cannot.
Bi-weekly sessions.
Yeah,
we go into hibernation.
Oh, we forgot to pop up the chat.
Also, since there are 12 people watching, that would mean that excluding the 3 of us that are actually watching, that would mean that there are 9 people.
Yeah,
that's about a crowded room.
So I guess I should recap, or actually a few more things. There is a advent calendar made by our in-house Paracoopa. You should go view that for some fun times, some insight on the characters. It's in the description if you want to maybe look at that while you're watching, listening. This will also be the season finale. I know we just had a season premiere when I don't know what kind of schedule we're on, but we're going to be back January 10th, which is a Friday. I know we're doing this on a Saturday, and that's because of finals.
Wait a minute. So we've had seasons. So we're already ending season 2 technically.
Yeah, it's a short. We're at when shows get to that 75 area, you have to kind of end it just so you can be showcased on other networks.
Syndication.
Yeah,
it's like a mid-season finale.
Yeah.
Not even gonna
syndication. You see, it's a syndication block. We have to. We also, at that point, are obligated to make another massive bunch of episodes for syndication. If we're to continue the series after that.
But anyway, on with the show. We have a lot of ground to cover.
Like you freaking ever.
So on the last episode, our group, including Dirge the Totodile, the detective extraordinaire, explored more of the Tower of Knowledge, which was more or less an obelisk made in the name of dark matter. That emerged thousands and thousands of years ago and now is emerged again for some reason in this quaint little town of Faunia. Henry got eaten by an animated treasure box. It wasn't a mimic. It was an animated treasure box. And they explored some of the oddities of the Tower of Knowledge, including a body of water that they could breathe in and move freely in, and discovered a note from the ancient past describing an artifact called the Crown of Deceit, which was apparently controlling a host into doing dark matter's bidding. And they arrived at kind of a ransacked apartment sort of area. I could have sworn there was something to do with mirrors or something, but that's probably not important. They're currently in a room. It has a ivory white wall but there are jewels and all sorts of just items littering the floor. There is a bed in here. It's poorly made. You could see kind of the sheets all thrashed about. Probably looks like what your beds look like in the morning. And there is a pedestal with a shattered statue below it. There is a large mirror on the other side of the room, and there is kind of what looks like a doorway that goes outside into like maybe a balcony. But that's pretty much all you see. It's a mess in this room. But it's valuable mess.
Okay, first things first, nobody touch any of the valuables until we know what we're dealing with.
Does that
I
include
agree.
the books?
So,
This room looks ripe for investigation. Hold on, am I coming in all right?
Yeah, you're coming in all right.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was a bit paranoid there for a second. I'm gonna use detect magic. Is that all right?
Yes, that's all right. Let me just consult my player's handbook to see if you gain anything else from that. Meanwhile, is there anything else you guys want to do? Or are you just
Well,
I feel like we
Henry
should look
is in-
for booby traps again.
Look for booby traps, alright. Well, Henry is writhing in pain, so he's not really going to do much. You know, with having only 5 HP left.
All right, Raffa, you're gonna. Well, before you do that, Dirge is gonna use his detect magic, and so you concentrate, Dirge, and you seem to sense magic coming from the mirror on the other side of the room, a very large mirror.
Let's see how to put. Well, gang, I'm detecting something coming from that mirror. It's quite a hot spot for energy.
what Raffa's investigation yield?
Oh, did you roll, Raffa? Yes, you did. So from what you can tell, Raffa, a lot of these trinkets on the ground are very valuable. That's all. Because are you investigating anywhere in particular? I should ask too.
Checking for traps is what.
Checking for traps. Okay, yeah. You
Yeah,
just because
particularly
these
close to
trinkets
the
are.
mirror.
You're going near the mirror?
Yeah, to make sure that there's no traps if someone wants to look at themselves in the mirror.
No, there's no traps in the mirror, but when you look in the mirror, you see something very odd. You see the room you currently occupy, but it's in pristine condition. Like all the trinkets are on a shelf. The bed is made. And on that pedestal, there is a golden statue of a Elements.
Am I able to see myself in the mirror?
Yes, you do.
Do I look shinier?
Yeah, you look a little shinier. Your fur's a little more groomed.
I have an idea. Dirge says, seeing this. I'm gonna have Dirge like sort of watch. While he's watching the reflection, he's gonna go up to where the that pedestal is and poke it, or like try to poke it, like try to poke it based on where it is in the other reflection.
Yeah, you're poking the pedestal. Like, are you poking the golden Element statue on top of it? You're kind of wading through little gold pieces on the ground too.
Yeah. So maybe I didn't maybe I didn't quite grasp this. Is the pedestal also in the real room, or is it only in the mirror reflection?
The pedestal is in your room too, except there's nothing on it.
Okay. Then I'm going to poke where the golden salmon statue would be, on that statue while looking at the mirror.
Seems your hand just goes through it in the mirror.
Most curious indeed.
So what I'm getting here is that we need to clean up this room. I guess let's try and make the room look like how it is in the mirror and see what happens.
That's not a half bad idea. Let's get to work, gang.
I think we'd need some glue for that.
We're worried about the statue. We'll try and figure out what to do with the statue later. For now, let's just get everything we can do and then worry about what we can't do later. It'll allow us to pick out the piece of the statue from everything else as well.
I do know.
I'm curious. So if I go over to the statue and it's broken, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I try to stick my paw into the empty space, will it come into contact with it in the mirror, or will it pass through it in the mirror?
I think you're doing exactly what Dirge did. If you touch it, the like kind of empty pedestal in your non-mirror realm, it just goes through in the mirror.
Yeah. All right, well, I guess we're going with Lucius's plan.
Yeah, looks like we're cleaning.
Okay,
Who'd have thought we'd come into this tower and commence Operation Spring Cleaning?
Yeah. So everyone starts cleaning up. It's not hard to match the mirror because a lot of this like jewelry and trinkets look very distinct from each other. So you can put it in the correct places, consulting the mirror as reference. But
now I better not see any of y'all trying to pocket some of this. Priceless evidence.
I'm looking at you, Cat.
I'm sure.
Expecting some sort of witty remark.
Sure Rodney's making the bed and Henry's putting these valuable gems on the shelves. Eventually, you, after a good half an hour, you clean up this mess, and the room looks exactly as it does in the mirror, except the smashed statue on the ground.
Okay, now what to do with this? Anybody got any ideas?
I may have a trick that could help fix this thing up.
Okay, do you need the statue? Do you need all the pieces in like the right place in order to do it?
That would be ideal.
Okay. Then I'll put all the pieces of the statue sorted together.
All right. Give me a
little to the right over there. No, you got the head on backwards.
Give me an intelligence sleight of hand.
Okay.
An intelligence sleight of hand.
Yeah. So this only counts if you're proficient in it, but you basically just use your intelligence modifier if it's.
Yeah, I'm not proficient in a lot of things. Oh my gosh, 8.
So you're very stumped with this, Lucius. This is like a 3D puzzle, but you're putting all the pieces in the wrong place, and it's just not working out for you.
And Durge is like shouting instructions.
Yeah, he's backseat puzzling.
Okay, I'm apparently not good at this. Could somebody else?
I am good at sleight of hand. Do you not understand?
Okay, Henry, then go ahead and try.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes. I'm just gonna roll my eyes.
You're not helping, Cat.
You have to put your intelligence though in sleight of hand.
Yes, my intelligence bone.
Durge is doing that thing where you put your fingers up to like make a box, like you're like envisioning a picture.
Okay, well, Henry has a fine eye for art, I guess, because he gets all the pieces in the right place. It's kind of.
He's also proficient in sleight of hand.
You're kind of like licking the pieces so they stick a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's in kind of its original state. It's kind of fallen apart a little, but it's best it can probably get.
Okay.
All right, Dirge, do your thing.
Yeah, Dirge is gonna like do a careful inspection to make sure everything's in place. But I think everything is based on that check. It sounded like. And then I'm gonna use my mending cantrip, which I tried to use earlier, thinking it was a healing thing, and then got like a Dumbo.
Let's see here. Mending, mending, mending. Where art thou? Yep, it's no larger than 1 foot. And no trace of former damage. So, Dirge concentrates his detective energy, let's call it that.
Let's say I'm channeling my, I guess, my divine entity or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, I have you close your eyes for this, right? Yeah. And then, just like that, like a magic trick, you probably have some appreciation for this, Henry. The statue is as good as new.
Well, oh my!
Okay.
I am still incredibly sore.
Just a little trick I picked up.
Let me just cough up some blood for.
Okay. Rodney, since you're usually the one who's the most careful, I think you should probably put the statue on the pedestal.
All right, if you insist, Capitan. Which role do you want me to do?
You don't need a roll to put it on there unless you're doing something fancy.
You said it was the most careful. Okay, I'll put it on the platform.
Okay.
Wherever it is.
You place it on the pedestal. And then a few seconds later, you hear a noise above you. And above you, just kind of the staircase spirals down.
Out of the way!
And it's kind of surrounding the golden statue of the Elements.
Okay. I guess we have our way up now. Let's go, everyone.
And then just to remind you too, there was kind of a door that goes outside.
I don't care.
Okay. Just in case you were curious. Okay, you're going up the stairs?
Do I look like a curious Pokemon?
I know, but there are some curious ones in your group that I was. Yeah.
All right, up the stairs.
To the stairs.
So these stairs seem to go on forever, but you reach a door, and you're in single file right now too. These stairways have been very narrow. And there is more of that ancient writing on the door in front of you.
Okay. Raffa, let's keep going.
No, we're reading it.
Yep. You read and I'll guide you.
History.
How's our shaman pal doing?
He's kind of lagging behind you, watching you solve these puzzles. He looks a little uneasy, but
okay, you can add a D4 to that.
But I don't know if that would help it like make it through though. Like a 9.
9. I mean, it's a cantrip, so it's not like it matters.
True.
All right. So if you want to, you'd have to waste time if you want to stay here and try to get a better translation. But you only got the beginning of it, and it says pit.
I think a better translation is probably a good idea.
Yeah, we need to know if it's the pit of cotton balls or the pit of death and fire.
All right.
Or at least the pit of silver spikes. Ugh, I want to jump into one of those.
So I'll just mark that you are wasting time. Do another roll for me.
I'll just mark that.
That's how it's done.
You consult your expertise in this field, and it just says pitfalls. Pitfalls ahead.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we know that we know that the guys who are good at investigating probably should be very investigative. So let's go through the door and let's try not to fall down.
I guess. Yeah, I guess Dirge will go on through, and I guess I'll look for anything out of the ordinary.
So you just like kicking open the door, or?
You know, sure.
Yeah. You bust open the door, and inside is kind of this gray cobblestone room. It's very similar to the room with the well you were in before. It's very gray and bland. There's some like cracks in the wall where you could feel some wind kind of coming through. But there is a doorway on the other side. It's a pretty bland room. It just like kind of looks like a big gray square.
But I guess I'll pull out
it's about around 70 feet to the door.
That's a lot of square.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have my rope at the ready just in case.
Okay.
Do these tiles have any special significance? Is there anything inscribed on them, or is there any color?
No, it's just kind of gray, just gray cobblestone.
So just regular cobblestone with no sign of pitfall. That's great.
Pitfalls are probably hidden.
So what I'm gonna have Dirge do is he has rope too, and I'm gonna tie like the rope onto one end of the crowbar.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna like toss the crowbar out onto onto a bunch of the tiles, see if it triggers anything.
Okay, so how far ahead are you gonna do it?
You said,
just
how big
do it
you
as
say the
far
room
as you can and just reel it in.
Well, I have 50 feet of rope according to my according to the character sheet. So I guess I'll throw it. Is it bigger than that or less than that? You said
It's bigger.
bigger.
It's 70.
70 feet. That's right. That's what.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll just I'll toss it full length.
All right, you're just gonna hurl it out there?
Yeah. Well, I need to make a check for that.
No, I'll let you do it. So you hurl it out there,
Okay.
and the strangest thing happens. About 20 or so feet in the room, your crowbar starts going up.
I knew it.
And when you look up, there's a bunch of holes in the ceiling.
Huh.
It's almost as if gravity is going up there.
Huh.
Wow. That is not at all what I was expecting.
This is what we... Too bad we don't have a Probo Pass.
So those are where the holes are.
But it seems to be situated to where, in relation to where the holes are. Like when your crowbar went out, where on the ceiling where it's just ceiling, it wasn't going up. But on the space where it's directly under the hole, it goes up.
I see. All right. I'm gonna start reeling it back, and while I'm doing that, I'm also like paying attention.
In other
to if
words,
there's, like, a path
we
drawn
need to
out.
figure out a path. Where does the path go? Let's look up in the ceiling and see where the path is. Does anyone know where the path is?
Does
That's the DM's job.
Yeah.
I'll look up and see where the path takes us.
Okay, there is a discernible path you could kind of work your way through. You just kind of twist a little right and left, and center twirls around a bit. But you could definitely kind of avoid the pitfalls. Do we want to call them that?
We'd have to
Upfalls?
look up and down just to make sure we aren't screwing things up. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's chart our course around the pitfalls.
I feel like I'm going to screw things up. I have an idea, potentially a way we could get through this room faster.
Oh yeah.
So I'll say, hold on, folks. We might be wasting time here. I've got an idea, and I'm going to use myself as a guinea pig.
This might be...
This is where Sora goes, oh brother.
I'm gonna. Now I assure you, this won't be like the last time I used myself as a guinea pig. I've learned from that, and that is my third biggest mistake now.
Let's hope this does not become your first.
Oh, don't you worry. Ain't nothing could top that mistake. Then he shivers a little bit. Then I'm gonna tie the rope around. I guess I'll untie the. No, actually, I'll let the. Because I've already tied one end of the rope to the crowbar. I'll tie another part of it to Dirge himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna. I guess I'll hand the crowbar off to somebody else. Yeah, I guess I'll hand it off to Henry. Why not?
Okay. Henry, you have a rope in your hand, or does he have the crowbar in his hand, or?
He has the crowbar.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold tightly onto it. See?
Do.
Okay, so I'm gonna look up at the ceiling and I see where one of these pitfalls are.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like if it was like the room was flipped and the pitfall was on the ground, would I be able to jump over it?
Yeah, you could definitely jump over these pitfalls if they were on the ground.
Okay. Now, gang, I'm hoping I won't make a seriously big mistake, because I really can't do with having that list get bigger than 3. And then I'm gonna jump over to the next tile like I'm jumping over the pitfall.
Okay, so you definitely. How much is your strength score?
My strength score, it's 16.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you make the jump easily. You feel like gravity shift as you go, in quotations, over the hole, but you make it across.
Huh. Wow, so that worked!
Interesting.
Wrong with that, I thought I was gonna have my life flash before my eyes.
Well, all right.
All right, that's nice, but I kind of get the feeling that we can only do that if we're strong enough.
I say we take the good old-fashioned route and follow the pattern on the ceiling. How about you guys?
Yeah, I think we should take the safer route too.
Me and Lucius are gonna take the old path.
I'm not going to. Listen, I'm not going to risk this. Listen, I am very close to Death Cat. I'm not fucking around with you. I just have to. I just have to follow you.
So it was Dirge.
Okay, we're walking
Fair
around.
enough. You do look like you've seen better days. I'll wait here until we meet up again.
Yes. You see Henry has like a black eye.
Death experiences to carry.
He's got a black eye and he's like pointing.
There's like a coin stuck in his head from the...
It's like, I can't see Dirge, so you're next.
Hey, Dirge, you know magic. Why aren't you healing me? Spell slots.
Okay, so I guess the consensus is you're just gonna kind of guide your way around the pitfalls instead of jumping?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No brainer.
So you guide your way through this room, and Dirge, you're doing the same thing, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Okay. You make it about halfway.
Oh gosh.
When you hear footsteps coming down the stairs you are going towards.
Of course.
Friend or foe?
It's the voice.
Oh, frick. Okay. So, like, we don't have really room to fight here, do we?
There's room to fight, but you'd have to maybe make checks to not fall into these pitfalls while you are in the heat of combat.
Everybody get your ropes out.
Okay. Huh. So, give me a second to think. What's our best course of action here?
Get ready for trouble, it seems.
So we're about halfway there, therefore it probably take us too long to reach the other side before whoever's climbing down the stairs gets there.
Yeah, they're gonna be here pretty soon.
Could we even make it back?
I'll allow you to do an intelligence check to scurry on back the path you took to kind of memorize the path.
Okay.
In other words, we would need to. Oh God.
Well, we gotta. I think it's either we make one check to get back, or we make many checks to not fall if this comes down to a fight. So, I'm gonna make the one check
to try to get back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I?
You don't have any. You don't have any things to change that, do you?
Oh.
All right.
No, I do not.
Jack.
Okay.
Which one was it again? Which one was it? Just a straight up intelligence?
If you want to make your way back, it's an intelligence.
Cool.
And maybe catch Lucius flying away at the same time.
Well, I have my rope, so I can use my reaction.
This is
Well,
why I
then
wasn't
never
doing
mind. Never freaking mind.
Henry's just gonna pull us along like balloons.
Yeah. So Rodney and Lucius try to rush back, but then kind of lose their footing and
Can we make a balance check to avoid falling?
No, it already happened. It already happened. That's what the check
Christ
was for.
almighty!
The dice has already forsaken you.
Yeah.
Did me say
Right.
never mind? Tell you nothing.
Okay, well, you have your movable rod. I have rope.
I'll use my immovable rod to hold myself in the place.
Okay, so, well, you both go flying in the air. Rodney whips out his immovable rod, and he's kind of like, he's suspended there holding onto the rod while the rest of his body is being dragged up. While Lucius is flying up with rope trailing from him. Does anyone... Well, you guys... Or I guess Rodney is the only one who could catch the rope, I guess. Because no one else... Or I guess
life in Lucius's
Henry could as well.
Henry and Rodney, you could make a sleight of hand to try to... Or acrobatics to try and grab the rope.
Okay.
I don't. Dirge can't assist.
He didn't run back.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah, Dirge and Raffa are... Well, I don't know where Dirge
Wow,
is.
you are certainly on a roll today, Henry.
Yes, I am near death, and I am at my most.
I got the whole
I'm
rope
just at
too.
my most capable.
It's like Blaze, but for dice rolls.
So, Lucius would have flown up and smashed against the pit in the ceiling, but in synchronization, Henry and Rodney grab this rope and prevent him from taking damage. And just as that happens, Raffa, Sora, and Dirge kind of stand there dumbfounded, a Weavile and Growlithe enter the room with a very dull expression.
Oh.
I don't suppose you fellas are here to help us.
Do they have any pupils?
Give me an insight check.
Insight.
Let's see.
Dirge looks back. It's like, what are you guys? What are you doing? This is hardly the time to go falling.
Insight.
While you're doing that, I'm going to be going down.
Okay.
I also
Going down a pit. No, I'm kidding.
I also made an insight check just to tell you.
Okay. Yeah, these two Pokemon look mean. And they seem to be heading towards you, and they seem to...
Do they have... Because it's like, do they... That's not the question. The question was, do they have pupils?
Do they have pupils? Yeah, they have pupils. But
Okay.
they look mean.
So they're probably not void shadows.
And they're heading towards you, and it seems like they're almost walking the right path towards you. Roll for initiative, everyone.
Oh no!
I fucking hate
Well,
you.
I hope this. Well, I hope this this ability, this sudden boost in ability that I
My
have.
luck is chase today.
Oh boy, I'm in the front lines.
I think Henry's
Great.
going first.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, you did roll advantage.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm going
now,
second.
fellas. There's no need
Okay.
to have a good old ruffle and tussle.
Okay, so our current order is Henry at 24, Raffa at 16, Rodney at 15, Dirge at 8, and Lucius at 6 because my luck does not like me today.
Lucius.
Well, I'm ready to experience my 5th near-death experience.
Sora's right there.
I hate this so freaking much.
The Growlithe is after Rodney, but before Raffa. Wait, what happens if they get... Well, I'll just give priority to Rodney. So Rodney goes before this person.
Joy!
Hey, Londo, it's a long time no see, I suppose.
Yeah, he evolved.
Yes! That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Londo evolved.
All right. So, Henry, what do you want to do? You're currently with Rodney. You're holding this rope that is attached to Lucius right now.
I climbed down.
Oh, you climbed down? Well, it wasn't start of initiative, so you have to do that at the...
I was climbing down while they were checking.
Where they...
Like, while they were doing their skill check to insight check, I was climbing down.
Yeah, that was happening at the same time. So you're up there during initiative.
Yep.
Gosh darn it.
Okay.
Right.
So, yeah, you are holding Lucius right now.
I will use my other hand to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really feel like doing this shit anymore, so I'm just gonna cast I'm just gonna cast Focus Blast. No cinematic Denki Aidama sort of speech. He's
just gonna use his hand and he's gonna blast these two.
All right. So these two are grouped together, so you could definitely hit them both.
Denki Aidama.
Hit him into the pitfall.
It
doesn't work like that.
Aidama works, cat.
God damn it, it was a suggestion.
Actually,
Not a half bad idea, though.
Rain would actually be really good here because of his ability to push people.
The flip cape.
Okay, so the Weavile failed and the Growlithe passed, and the Weavile, yeah. So the Weavile's gonna take full damage, while the Growlithe is gonna take half.
All right, I'm going to also use a third level spell slot. So that means an extra D8.
Oh, okay, sure thing.
Yes. I just want to, like I said, I just want to get this over with.
Well,
That was nice.
Gosh.
It's just the most powerful Denki Aidama he's ever done.
and it was so
Is
apathetic.
Just without any fanfare, just Denki Aidama.
Well, in this case, it's like it's no more presentation, showboating. It's just like I have to. You gotta do this. Like
これしかない.
Dinky
full desperation.
これしかない.
Okay, so that seemed to be very devastating on the Weavile. Well, the Growlithe kind of shakes it off. Is there anything else you want to do?
How is that Weevil still alive, man? He just took like 80 points of damage.
Well, it's
Nonetheless,
thunder
it was
damage.
Oh, I was like fighting Quad.
Yeah, I mean, since it flavor doesn't matter. It's the actual thing.
Yeah.
So since Weavile's not... Usually the things that are weak to sound damage are inanimate objects and things like that.
Do we need music for this? Or are we saving that for later?
All right.
27 damage and it didn't kill him. God.
Is there anything else you would like to do, Henry? You still have movement, and you are still holding on to Lucius.
I will pull on the rope to help with Lucy's journey down.
Okay.
Because it's just Denki Aidama. And they just pull on the rope.
I'd like to think it's like a badass one, like where he kind of turns away after it happens. It's good.
He just stares at the explosion, dead-eyed. Just.
But if you're gonna do that, we will move to Raffa, darling.
Raffa, darling.
Raffa, darling.
You just watch this explosion take place in front of you. These two Pokemon headed right for you. What do you want to do?
I have no idea. I don't have anything. Oh wait. I'm gonna light my torch on fire.
Okay. Just kind of pull it out and spit on it, I guess.
Yeah, or fire fang it or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And then what do you want to do?
I'm debating like chucking it at them and exploding it, or if that would be a bad idea, because then we'll have the room filled up with smoke.
I mean, there was a breeze, so...
I'm gonna see if I can chuck the torch at the Weevil.
I can't believe this.
Okay. I guess make an improvised weapon and attack roll. So that's just gonna be your straight up strength, I guess.
I thought it was.
Close enough for me to bop it? I thought it had to chuck it.
Oh, you're chucking it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a strength roll to kind of huck it.
Oh, that's not my strong suit.
I mean, you have advantage.
When I did it, it was dexterity.
Yeah, but you're using a weapon. You're doing at the Weavile, right? Yeah, that just kind of, it kind of zooms past him, and then it just goes up into one of the pitfalls. And you think you lose your torch forever.
Well, good thing I have 5.
Yeah.
Rip the torch.
Is that all you want to do?
I'm pretty sure that was my action.
You can move if you want to, but
I don't dare.
Okay, so you're just gonna hold your position.
Oh God, Raffa.
Rodney, you are suspended in air, holding the rope that is attached to Lucius.
For dear freaking life.
With your other hand, you're grabbing onto your immovable rod. What do you want to do?
I'm assuming with all this air pushing past me that it's impossible for me to try to swing for solid ground.
You could try to swing, but an acrobatics check is in your immediate future.
An acrobatics check?
Yeah.
Funny,
Yeah.
that was what I was planning on doing.
I'm gonna try to swing for solid ground then.
All right.
I didn't realize that Henry was so good at acrobatics. Which is weird. Like, you wouldn't think he would.
Okay, so you do your your acrobat impression and swing around on this. Are you letting go of the rope?
I'm not gonna try to, but I'm gonna try to unclick the immovable rod so that the momentum will thrust me forward.
Okay, yeah, that works. You'll still hold on to the rope, but you swing around in style and grace, and you swing onto solid ground. It's kind of weird because you're going up and then you're headed back down again, but you are a cat.
Because he swung us around, does that mean I'm on solid ground as well?
He has to pull you.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
that's true.
Would it?
Lucius, you're getting pulled around like something on a suspension pulley.
Like, let me logistics this because, like, he swung the rope around, right?
Well, I was just flavoring. He's just kind of like swinging around the immovable rod. I wanted to make it sound cool. For the outcome of this is basically he's on the ground again. He's holding the rope.
Okay.
Right, he
Hang
took the
in there,
rod with him,
Lucius.
right?
Yes, he has the rod with him. He did not lose his treasure.
Okay. So then he has to pull me down. Cool.
Hang on, Lucius. Do I roll?
If you're just pulling him in, it's just I'll make that. That has to be your action because that takes a little effort to kind of pull him in.
Okay, sure. What kind of roll?
Just you just pull him in.
Okay.
All right.
No rolls.
Okay. Cool. I'm on the ground.
Yeah. You still have movement left and a bonus action left if you want to, if you so please.
Now, real question is, where am I? Am I back at the beginning?
You made it about. You're kind of like a quarter way through the room in total. Like Raffa and Dirge are halfway. You're about a quarter right now with Lucius and Henry.
Oh, for freak's sake. And then where are these bad guys in the middle of all this?
Entryway, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, or they're about at the entryway right now.
Or exit way, or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it.
I can't do anything about them.
Yeah, I'll tell you with your movement, you can move half movement if you want to kind of guide your way through it, and you don't have to make a check. But if you do want to kind of like use all your regular movement, you have to make an acrobatics check
To get back to the very beginning.
to get wherever you want to.
Alright, I'm gonna try to guide myself all the way back then. Better to be safe than sorry.
So you're going to use half your movement?
Yes.
Just because you have a cunning action, you can get all the way there if you so please.
I love the guy. I love that the guy who can balance is the one who's retreating.
So you just want to
Well, I'm taking Lucius with me, right?
go... No, he's standing there.
Oh no.
Whatever, you have to wait for his turn to see what he's going to do.
Oh dear. Sheesh, do I stay put? Oh dear. What do I do? I don't know what to do. Okay.
You need to calm down, think of your options, think of what potentially you can do, and do it.
I'm gonna go back with cunning action.
All right. So with your roguish archetype, you make it all the way back without having to make a check, using your fancy footwork.
Phew.
But you look back and you see that Henry and Lucius about a quarter through the room. Raffa and Dirge and Sora halfway through the room, and these adversaries coming towards them.
I just look with worry.
We go to Sora, who is unarmed right now, so he can't really do anything. He
is vicious mockery.
He is going to he has one more of these left, so he's going to give a bardic inspiration to Raffa. Do your best.
Don't fall off a pit.
Don't fall, or don't glide, soar, whatever we're calling it.
Sora only has 2 bardic inspirations? Dang.
Yeah. You have to nerf NPCs, right?
Listen,
No.
do not.
I brought in level 12 NPCs! Excuse me, Mr. Nerf.
You made level 12 NPCs specifically so they could body us.
Dirge.
Well, that's true, but...
We have to get through
Specifically so they could body us!
We have to get through the session. Okay. Dirge, it's your turn.
Yep, indeed it is.
you want to replay what's going on, or do you have a good idea?
Well, let's go. I guess I'd like a quick focus on what's going on with our opponents at the moment.
They are headed towards you. It looks like they have not taken their turn yet.
They haven't taken our turn yet. Okay. I remember the Weavile took some damage. So okay, I know what I'll do. Jared's gonna get this grin on his face, and he's gonna turn to one of the party members and say, "Hold on, I got a pun for this." And then with the crowbar still attached to the rope, he's gonna toss it he's gonna like throw it with intent to harm at the Growlithe.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that will be a
improvise.
What check will that be?
I hope you have that thing still on the rope.
It's an improvised weapon, so it's just a strength roll, just using your strength. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hopefully I get through it.
What kind of roll was that?
A terrible roll.
So you throw the rope.
I got a crick in my back as I try to throw it.
You lose your grip, and sadly your crowbar and rope shares the same fate as Raffa's torch.
No, can I throw something to knock it off course?
Frick! I needed that crowbar, dude.
You watch it just float up, tink, the ceiling above. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Mourn the loss.
Frick, dirt.
And also,
well, that's
Des Parser does not. Just to tell you, Des Parser does not favor me. I'm just a bard. Being a bard means that you like just get all these over the top crazy abilities that make you better at things that you are bad at.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
I guess I look at the Growlithe and the Weavile and go, I don't suppose I could interest you fellas in a game of riddles. That'll be the end of my turn.
Since you're kind of addressing them directly, make an insight roll.
Sure. Insight.
We'll solve this over a game of poker.
Pokemon.
Oh, fuck off.
Gotta win them all.
Lucius would do great. He's got the face for it.
Yeah, never mind.
Come on.
Okay,
Nice Parser.
The Weavile's turn, and as if he's just being, guided towards you, he makes all the right turns and goes all the right directions to make it to Raffa and Dirge. And he's going to swipe both of you. I'll say purple is Raffa and green is Dirge.
Joy.
Raffa, what's your AC?
My
18.
AC is 18.
Okay, so he misses you with one of his swipes, but he gets Dirge. Gets Dirge right in the face.
Oh,
no.
2.
Yow!
And 2. Oh, 12 plus 4. That is a good 16 in the face, Dirge.
Oh my gosh!
16 in the face. Oh. Let's see. Where does?
We're dead. We're freaking dead, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's all.
I already knew that. I already knew that we were going to die. More specifically, I was going to die. Because, yes.
You didn't expect everyone to die, did you?
And
I didn't expect
the Growlithe is going to make his way to you guys, and he is
Clearly, these folks have never heard of good etiquette.
He is going to use his fire breath on you both. So Dirge and Raffa make a dexterity saving throw.
Good thing we're both resistant to fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not going to be enough.
What is Dice Parser? What is with Dice Parser today?
What did I just say?
Sorry, forgive me. What do I roll for saving?
Dexterity.
Dexterity
If he
saving throw.
rolls a 20, he definitely threw Raffa in front of it. Of himself, I mean.
So for dexterity, that'll just be. Oh, I don't have anything. Well, I don't have anything yet, so it's gonna be 20. 20.
Straight up roll.
He did! He did! He threw Raffa in front of him!
Okay, Dirge, you grab Raffa and throw her in front of you. You...
I gotta protect the face!
She did what?
I think you are... The way it works here is you're already resistant to it, so you take nothing, but Raffa is going to take half of 20, which is 10.
Ow.
Fire is, you've always been used to the fire, but it seems a little hotter than usual. Or if you want to flavor it, Raffa jumped in front of him. I don't know.
He definitely just like went behind Raffa.
There you go.
He just
Totally wrong. I already took one hit to the face. I can't take another. It's my moneymaker.
Dirge just grabbed Raffa and threw her.
Lucius, it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh, fuck!
Local crocodile yeets cat.
Okay, I am going to put out the
Yeetus catus.
I'm going to put out the Growlithe fire with my Wand of Torrent.
Oh, remind me what that does again. I don't keep these on hand just so you can use them as a big surprise.
I believe it causes a whole bunch of water to fall down. Yeah, it causes 10 gallons of water to fall down.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Is there dimensions on the... I guess, I gotta do the math here myself if it would get both of them.
Oh
Dimensions
my gosh,
on
this
what?
could actually work in our favor.
Like how the water is falling. I'll just say it hits them both.
I'm like that. The water's doing some crazy like waves as it goes. It's going up and down and up and down.
I just realized. Why didn't we think about just sprouting water everywhere to just show where the path was?
Because the path is above us.
No, he meant like splashing
well,
water on the ground. Where...
The gravity would have taken the places where there are pitfalls up with it.
I actually have that in my notes. But anyway, so
oh my god!
This does that was the clever solution, by the way. But anyway, here we go. We're gonna do 16 points of damage to the Growlithe and 8 points of damage to the Weavile.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Interesting how all this happened in one turn.
I wish I thought of it 30 minutes ago.
7, 8. Okay. Yeah, that is your turn. You still have movement and a bonus action left, Lucius, if you so please.
Okay, yeah, that's an action. Figured that'd be an action. Okay, I'll use half my movement to get closer to the rest of the group.
Okay, so you're about halfway back to them. We will go back to Henry. Henry, you watched Lucius go ahead of you, and you watched Rodney go behind you. Raffa and Dirge are currently under attack.
Well,
Raffa has taken the butt of my damage.
Oh wait, I forgot.
I might as well.
Sora took damage from the fire breath too. I completely forgot.
Oh crap!
And yeah,
God, he's grass.
He took a lot of damage from that. He looks like he's in pretty bad shape.
Crap.
Okay, but anyway, Henry, proceed with your turn.
I might as well end my life with some sort of entertainment. I will use the hat.
Oh, he could have used his. He could have used his to spread water, but Cap. Okay.
You apathetically reach into your hat, And then you pull out your trusty Oshawott shell that you've...
Point it at the Growlithe.
He's too far away.
Ow.
And then it just kind of shoots you in the face. The water spewing from that.
It doesn't even. He just stays completely motionless. and then he looks over to who to aim the shell at.
Who's he aiming it at?
Well, can I hit either one of them?
The water already came out.
He meets with the shell.
So the shell disappears when the water comes up?
Oh, no. You'd have to move up to get in range of these two adversaries.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to do it quickly, then you'd have to make an acrobatics.
Alright.
Oh, great. Well, okay, Henry's a bard, so he's good at skill checks.
I'm good at skill checks because I'm a bard. That's all I'm used for anyway. Let's do this.
Lucius is the depressed one here.
It's acrobatics dexterity.
Yeah, I know. But I'm also proficient, so it's 6. Well, I guess Dice Parser doesn't like me. Doesn't like me because of the hat. He's just like, you haven't used the hat in so long. Oh, now you're using that. No, the hat. The hat.
Okay. So you try to navigate your way back. You do get close, but you make the same mistake as Rodney and Lucius before you, and you get sucked up, and there's nothing really you can do to save yourself at this point, so...
Goodbye, cruel world!
Henry.
You take 4 damage. Bludgeoning.
Oh no! That's 1 HP!
Are you serious?
Oh
Yes,
my
I
god.
have 5 HP!
So
he survives with 1.
So you fly up and like hit the top of this pit, and you're pretty banged up. The coin goes deeper into your head. Maybe you land on it.
You're fucking with me.
But
let me die.
We go over to Raffa.
Well, at least Henry can grab the crowbar now.
All right, that Weavile's going down.
Don't you try and make light of this situation, Lucius. I mean, I know your name literally means light, but still.
Oh no.
Okay, you get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
I don't need to.
Not 20!
What are you attacking with?
My spike.
Oh, I thought you were using Fire Fang on the Weavile.
You're attacking the Weavile?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got
dueling. It'll do more. Dueling will do more damage. I'm pretty sure.
So do your so you do your damage and then roll again, pretty much.
How does dueling work with nat 20s?
Dueling?
Yeah.
It's just dueling just adds damage, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Fire Fang at max can do 6 damage, and with dueling I get plus 10 on my spike.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no, not 10, 7. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm not good at math. Oh my gosh.
So then
you roll 2.
You roll the d8 again. Just the d8, no proficiency.
No, you.
I thought I had to roll it twice for the multi-attack thing.
Oh, well, we could say you, that's going to be a hit anyway, so we could do damage after, but you are going to do a total of 10 damage with that first attack, and you hit again, and so you do your damage.
10? It's why 10?
Oh wait, his no.
The first attack was 9.
Oh, it was a 9. Okay, so
yeah, and it was a nat 20, so it'd be 18.
Okay, 18 altogether. Okay,
18, and then the second one was 15.
Yeah.
You don't add the proficiency to it.
Oh, to the second
Yeah,
one?
so it's only an 8.
I can't believe this.
It's 8, so it's 17 altogether. Yeah. 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 52. Okay. Is there anything else you? Oh, and your second attack.
Yeah, that was the second attack.
Oh, I'm so confused here. Okay, so what did you? So for your first attack, you got a 9, but then you had to roll a d8 again.
I did?
Yeah, because you got a
Yes, you
critical.
got a nat 20 with your first attack.
Yeah.
So you roll 2d. You roll 2d8.
Oh, okay.
So just a straight up d8. And I'll
So
add.
this one's a D8.
Okay,
There we
another 4
go.
damage. So totaling up the damage here, that's 19. 19 plus 9, 28. Wait. 19. It's all over the place. This is 28 damage. Da, 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 da.
If the Weavile is still standing, he's getting poked again.
The poking continues.
He is still up. We will go unless you want to do any. Do you want to move? Maybe.
All right, so I've done both of my attacks.
Yes, you do have an action surge if you wanna. You get both attacks again if you do that. Totally not egging you on.
No, I'm definitely saving that for when we don't have a crowbar anymore.
Okay.
We're gonna need it then.
Okay, we'll go back. We'll go to Rodney then. You are at the entranceway you came through. You saw Henry float up into the air with a big crash following.
I had just reacted to that and I was like, Henry!
And you see Lucius kind of making his way towards the battle, and Raffa, Sora, and Dirge kind of fending off these Pokemon. What do you want to do?
Son of a bitch!
God, Arceus, just kill me now.
Hang in there, Henry!
You aren't dying yet. We need to get out of here.
Arceus, kill me now. I pray to you.
Oh, Christ, what am I gonna do with that?
We ain't got time to die.
Well, I don't care if you don't have time allotted into my death. I'm very close to dying.
Well, I have no rope. I do have 50 feet of thin wire. That's
Ah,
all
yes,
I-
cut me.
No. It's not gonna be high enough in order to get you. But, anyway. Oh, shit. What do I do? Crud.
I'm hearing the entire discography of Falling in Reverse.
Well, I can't do anything to save Henry right now, so I'm just gonna have to see what I can do with the others.
So why do good girls love bad guys?
Let's see, can I try to get back as quick as I can by abusing the acrobatics?
You could try that, and you might suffer the same fate as Henry, but yeah.
Not with my
Well,
immovable
he's
rod.
got advantage at the very least.
Not without my immovable rod.
It's
Oh
not,
yeah, and he's also got the immovable rod.
It's not really balanced per se. It's more.
Yeah.
It's more
Why-
running in a mad dash.
I'm gonna try to get back.
All right. Acrobatics.
Yeah, I thought it was.
And if that fails, I'm going to use my immovable rod as a reaction.
Okay. I guess by how much you fail, I'll say how far you get, assuming you do fail. Okay, no,
That's not my problem.
you magnificently do backflips and rolls all over the place, and you could definitely make it to Raffa and kind of the group engaged right now, if you so pleased, if that's where you're going.
All right. Where's Lucius in all of this?
He seems he's making his way. Very slowly.
Close, but not there.
There's something in me that just wants me to grab Lucius and take the rest of the way there, but that's not gonna happen now, is it?
No, you'd be slowed down considerably.
No, I'm gonna have to get all the way.
Yeah. I'll get there eventually.
Good
I'm
news.
gonna make sure.
Good news is you could attack if you get to them.
Oh, geez, but that would mean putting myself in front of everyone else. The only things I can do is hitting with melee weapons. I don't have any spells.
I mean, if you hit the Weavile, it's probably going to die.
The Weavile?
Yeah, he's critically low, man.
All right, I'll try hitting him with my silver spike.
All right, so you make your way to the group. Make an attack roll. So you pull out your spike.
I do front flips and back flips. I run all the way over there, and then I slow down, sliding on the tiles, and then I'm just gonna whack this Weavile right across the freaking face.
All right. And as impressive display as that was, you go a little wide as you engage him.
Okay, I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna make sure I place myself right in front of Sora, but behind Raffa and Dirge.
Okay, yeah, that works. Speaking of Sora, yeah, he's in bad shape, but he is going to look up and he's going to healing word Henry.
He's gonna what?
Healing word.
Yeah, he's going to use the spell healing word.
You regain 9 HP, Henry.
9 HP.
Thank you so much. I totally didn't want to die.
You have a scraped knee that's no longer scraped.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah, all these injuries you're sustaining, and it just gets rid of a little scrape on your knee.
I mean, is it like 9 HP, like half of Henry's HP, because he's got some terrible HP gains?
It's kind of true.
Yes. It's more than 10 HP is more than half of my HP at the moment, because I have 19 total HP.
Good lord.
Yeah, so it's a bit more than a minor scrape because Henry's
Henry got terrible HP.
And since this little shaman friend of yours
The coin just flew out of his head, basically.
Yeah. Since this shaman is looking a little blackened instead of green, he's gonna try and skulk back a little. He's gonna do it slowly, so he's still kind of in danger, but he's kind of getting away.
Just stay behind me, Sora.
Yeah. Blows out like a little fire on one of his like leaves.
I guess. I'm going to assume he cannot use Seed Flare.
No. Dirge, it's your turn.
Indeed it is. Dirge is gonna see. Would I be able to pull out the mace from my bag? Would I have enough time to do that?
Yeah, it's free action.
Okay. Handy detective tip number 2. When in doubt, mace. Pulls out a mace.
All right.
I guess I'll hit the closest one to me.
They're both in kind of the same proximity.
Okay.
Hit the Weavile. He slashed your face.
Indeed, they did. I will hit the Weavile.
Sure. Make an attack roll.
Indeed. Gonna be 3 plus Hold on. What's
It'll be your strength plus your proficiency. So it'd be...
strength with proficiency? Okay.
Yeah, so 3 plus whatever your strength modifier is.
Sorry. Forgive me for being new to this. Looks like I have proficiency in simple weapons. I don't know if the mace is.
That's a simple weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd assume Crow didn't give it to you unless you could use it.
That's true. Yeah. So it'll be D20 plus a 3 from strength. Anything else or from the proficiency?
Okay, so you said it's 3 for strength and then it's 3 for proficiency. So D20 plus 6 is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You hit. And
Hooray!
damage should be next to it.
Yeah, it says it there.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it was right there. I can't believe I did.
So you pull out this hunk of wood out of your bag of tricks, and you smash this Weavile over the head with it for 9 bludgeoning damage. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, today's trick is smash enemy over head with stick.
Yes.
It seems like it's on the brink of being knocked out. We will go over to his turn, unless you want to do something else, Dirge.
No, that'll be it.
Okay. Yeah, he's fed up with you, so he's going to...
Get ready for a bad one.
He is going to slash you again. Or no, he's going to use one of his nifty little spells.
Of course.
Oh boy. Oh boy, that sounds fun.
He is going he is going to use sleep.
Sleep?
Yeah, sleep.
He has rest.
No, he's going to use
No.
it on you.
He's going to try and put you guys to sleep.
Oh.
You don't
Oh no.
just see, where is it? S Sunbeam. No, Sunbeam does sound like a Pokemon attack. I think I'm thinking of Moon. Sleep.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Okay. Where's my die? 8, 11, 13, 15,
What is he doing?
19, 23, 25,
27?
5, 31. What is your HP right now, Rodney, Dirge, and Raffa?
38.
I believe I am at...
I'm at 33.
17.
Okay.
I got hit on.
So some weird foreign power comes from this Weavile, and Sora and Dirge, you feel drowsy, and as Sora's trying to get away, he just kind of falls asleep, and so do you, Dirge.
Wake me when the mystery is solved.
That's a very strange way to go. You clonk the one guy on the head, and the guy who does the clonking falls over.
There's no time for jokes.
Don't make any sense.
Growlithe's turn. Does he get his fire? Yes, he gets fire breath back.
Of course he does.
But he doesn't.
Oh, wonderful.
But he doesn't really want to wake up you two. So he's just gonna go for a bite on Rodney. And he gets advantage since he's next to the Weavile.
Joy.
Though remember, you do have the ability to say "screw you" to have damage.
Yeah. This is gonna hit because your AC is not 20.
What are you talking about?
20 to hit. Dirty 20, as the cool kids like to call it. And he does 8 plus 3. He does 9 damage. Do you want to uncanny dodge that?
I'm gonna uncanny dodge.
All right, you only take 5 damage then. 5 piercing damage. And...
Ow.
I forgot about the... Oh. And 4 fire damage on top of that. That's halved.
4 fire damage on top of that.
Yeah, it was 8, but because you're uncanny dodge, you only take 4.
Minus 5, so that's 3. Minus 4, that's 29.
All right, so we go back up to Lucius.
Okay, I'm going to use my last one at Torrent to do the same thing I did before.
Okay, so you're just doing it above these guys. They can't really move out of the way, so...
You're not gonna move up?
I will do that afterwards.
Okay.
10. Okay, so the Growlithe just instantly goes down as this water falls on top of him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this Weavile is kind of like... It's very weird. It's looking like he's about to go down, but his expression does not reflect that. He's just kind of blank-faced.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do? The Growlithe is down.
I'll continue moving closer.
All right.
Going slowly.
Yeah, you're with them now. You're with a sleeping Sora, a sleeping Dirge, Raffa, and Rodney.
Okay, let me check something, because I actually had this open up. This... Okay, no, I have to use an action to do that. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Henry. You are up in this hole in the ceiling. As you look up, you see your comrades battling. Seems like Lucius took out the Growlithe.
Well, guess I'll just die. It's the meme. It's just, well, guess I'll die.
I got a recommendation of what you should do while up there, but it's your choice.
You go ahead. Give me something.
Well, since you're up there, what I recommend doing is going over to where the pitfall that Dirge lost his rope and crowbar in and grabbing it.
But he's stuck in a pitfall right now.
He's stuck on the spikes.
He can't move at all?
No, he has to, jump out of the pitfall.
And jumping out of the pitfall would cause him to fall, right?
Well, it depends. If he goes out of the gravity of the pitfall, then, yeah, he'd fall.
Onto the floor.
Yeah.
Well...
This is so confusing.
Oh, okay. So here's what I...
Well, just let him do what he wants to do.
Okay.
What was that for?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics? It would be athletics to climb out. So what's your athletics modifier?
My athletics modifier is 2.
It's 2, so that'd be a 19 then.
19.
Yeah, you get out of the hole. So are you just climbing out?
Yep.
Okay, so so I'm gonna say, as you climb out of the hole, the gravity takes you, and you fall right on the Weavile. And he's knocked out with his 1 HP rating. And we'll just say you take this 4 bludgeoning damage. Or no, it's halved. Let's say he broke your fall. Take 2.
You know, the coin is out of my head, but I still feel like I'm in horrible pain.
Try telling that to Sora.
Initiative is now over. Dirge and Sora are kind of flopped over sleeping.
Okay, I'll wake Sora up.
Wake Dirge up.
What was happening? Ugh. Like George like hops back up into like a karate pose, but
It's over.
oh, it's over. Yes. Well, that was embarrassing. Didn't mean to sleep on the job there.
We need to keep going.
We do, but I really want that crowbar for something, so I'm thinking if there's a way we can possibly get it. How far up are the holes?
It's about 20 feet up. 20 feet up.
Henry is just in the back, like, eager to wanting to push him down. Just like,
don't you do that. I'm going to push you down. Don't you even try. I'm looking for the... Oh, yeah, I'm looking for the crowbar. We're going to get it back somehow.
Lucius.
You know how hard it was for me to get out of that hole?
Just shut up for one freaking second. Lucius, I got an idea.
Yeah?
I have the immovable rod in my hand. I can stop myself before I hit the spikes. If you just tie me with a rope, I'll get up there and I'll try to grab the crowbar.
There are no spikes.
Yeah, there's no spikes up there. It's just...
It's a fall.
I'll stop myself before we hit the fall.
Yeah, okay, that's probably a good idea. So I'll give you my rope, and then you can use the movable rod to sort of buffer yourself, and you could go down and get Dirge's rope and crowbar.
That's what I'll do.
All right. If you're gonna just
That's very kind of you.
do it that way, I'll say you do it. Just kind of clicking the movable rod slowly.
Oh, I'll make this.
Trying to do like those frame perfect tricks in speed runs.
You have to do it. You have to do 15 half A presses.
Yeah.
But let's just say we got the rope and we got the crowbar.
Yeah.
All right,
If you
pull
want to
me
get that
back
crowbar,
down.
we have to talk about parallel universes.
Okay. Yep, and I'm pulling it back down.
Yeah.
All right. George, I got your rope. I get your crowbar. I'll give it back to you.
Thank you kindly, and I
Now,
happily accept it.
Let's try going the rest of the way on this pathway. I look up and I look down and I'm like, do you think maybe we could spray the rest of the path with water so that we don't have to look up and down, guessing our way through this?
Well, ask the water type.
Dirge?
Let's see. So, would I be able to? I already.
Do you have like control water or something like that?
So I have control destroy water but it's a 3rd level spell slot which I already used.
Oh.
There's I think you do have like a cantrip that does.
I think I'm asking you to just spray the ground.
Well, like if he could, because like I've splashed a lot of water taking the Growlithe out, so if he can just move that water, then.
Can I do that?
True.
Yeah, sure.
Well done.
What would I roll to do that, I guess? Or do I need to even roll to do that?
I'm pretty sure I gave you a cantrip that allows you to produce water, so to speak. Because Rain had it too.
Well, I see create destroy water 3rd, and my cantrips I have. I don't see anything like that in my cantrips. Unless maybe I'm wrong.
Let me just consult for a second. I'll just say you did it, just so we're not sitting here.
Yeah,
certainly. Yeah.
I was just going to be like, you know what? Henry uses his sapphire flute. It just enough of this.
Yeah.
Okay, first off, you have shape water as a cantrip.
Yeah.
So that's probably what you could do. And the create and destroy water is not a 3rd level spell slot. It's it's when you're level 3, you can use it once per day.
Oh, once per day. Okay.
Yeah.
What was the cantrip again?
Shape water.
Shape water? Okay. Yeah, I don't see shape water in my list of cantrips.
Oh, I may have forgotten it. Oh no. But I'll say you do make it to the other side.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, let's keep going then.
All right.
Ugh, this is working out terribly.
So as you ascend these very narrow stairs again, it seems to go on forever until it seems like the tower wall at your sides just kind of goes away, and you're ascending. You're essentially outside in the clouds right now. You could see below is quite a fall.
Well, if one of us knew how to fly, I suppose this would be our opportunity to get out or skedoodle.
I'm gonna jump.
Don't
No, you're not.
do that,
No,
my
you're
friend.
not.
Yes.
Do not. That is ill-advised. It is entirely possible this may be yet another trick of the tower, but that's even more evidence not to do that.
Well, I was able to jump out of the hole.
So, as you...
How does... I'm not sure I understand how jumping out of the hole to a somewhat small fall back down to the floor correlates to jumping out of here and possibly to your death.
I mean, listen, we don't know the nature of this illusion.
I suppose I could chuck my...
I will risk my life for this.
I would rather
maybe
you not
don't.
risk your life.
Perhaps you don't. Perhaps we risk instead my crowbar, since I've already done it.
No.
I went through the whole trouble of getting that back.
Let's keep climbing.
Wow. Do you want Uncle Henry to help you out?
Let's
That was
keep
rude.
climbing up, everyone.
All right.
No
Perhaps
jumping.
we just... Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna use the hat.
Okay. So it's like your coping mechanism.
Massive hands for one to... Oh, yes, massive hands. Okay, now I'm going to jump.
George is going to try to prevent him from jumping.
You get the Mario sound effect as you reach in. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
I am being very... Yes, I am being passive. I'm very angry right now. Do you not understand what I've been through?
Look, if this is about being injured, I assure you, my friend, we've all injured. I got punched in the face quite good, you see. See, this is going to turn into a black eye.
I have almost died 5 times at this point.
I'm gonna continue up the stairs.
Okay.
Well, you know what they
I'm
say,
just
that's what
going
life
to...
is.
You know, I thought using the hat... You know what? I don't use this whistle. Let's test out the whistle. Let's see how this one falls. Just throw the whistle. Your attention, please.
You're just throwing it off?
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Oh,
if I'm
you're
not jumping, I'm sacrificing something to help find out what the hell is going on.
Okay,
Yeah, curious.
you throw it and it just plummets.
Oh,
Okay. We know that is a fall now. Can we move on?
George pats Henry on the shoulders. Listen, friend, I understand you're in pain right now, but there are better ways to at least potentially committing a deadly act upon oneself.
listen, I'm glad that I got rid of that whistle. It had no utility.
Sora's gonna say, "Yeah, I'm glad you did too."
If anything, it paralyzed more of my allies and myself than enemies.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, I suppose that is a good riddance.
Well, also I realized I can use a second level spell slot I can use my second third level spell slot, but I won't. I won't. And if I use my second level spell slot, it would be 2d4, right? Huh.
I head back down. Like, can any one of you follow me? I'm like, come on.
Okay, fine. We'll follow you, Cat.
Good lord.
It's like walking while we were doing this.
Yeah. You after the quarrel on the steps, you make your way up to what seems to be the apex of the tower.
Okay.
And you kind of like you get to the top of it, and what you see before you is another one of those statues depicting dark matter again at the other end of the staircase. You kind of you're on this large circular platform of the tower. It's about the same. It's about 70 feet as that room was before you. You were in before. There's a big circle, big sphere that very similar to the one you encountered at near the beginning. There are a bunch of like columns leading to this this altar. It is an altar too, by the way. There's like kind of like little steps leading up to this big globe. You could hear the wind whistling at your sides, or being at a very high altitude.
Boy, this would be a terrible time to find out if anybody has acrophobia.
Very.
Yes, I totally don't have acrophobia.
But you see a figure kind of turn back to you, looking at this statue with kind of a golden crown on its head, very like bird-like, but there's two like red horns coming out of it. It is a Flareon. And yeah,
oh my gosh, you're making this reference.
It's the
You're
follower of
making
the
a
false prophet.
Twitch plays Pokemon reference, Crow, really?
It's the follower
Actually,
of the false prophet. What's going on?
It was actually not
We
intended.
need Bird Jesus to save us.
Yeah, that's what you see. You see these kind of 6 columns leading up to this altar with the Flareon looking at this big dark matter globe. It is very high in the sky.
Extremely
And
high.
you hear a voice in your heads that says, "Why isn't it responding to me?"
Are you talking about dark matter?
I've gathered all the knowledge I could, but it won't respond to me.
You must be Naveen.
He kind of slowly turns around, and the look on his face is one of very gaunt, I want to say. He's unblinking, very similar to your 2 Meowstic friends. And he says, "I did go by that name at one time."
So when we turn you into Magnezone, will that be a suitable name to put on file?
Dirge, let me talk, please. Okay. So, do you know why he isn't talking?
No, I must not have gathered enough knowledge. That must be it.
Perhaps. Before you...
Maybe you coming here is a blessing in disguise.
Maybe, but before you do that, may I give you a suggestion?
Yeah.
Oh, he's waiting for me.
Yeah.
Naturally, you want to turn us into knowledge, and that's all well and good, but there's something I think you should do first before you do that. I think you should impart some knowledge onto us. Because think of it like this. You wish to give your god, dark matter, as much knowledge as possible. So why turn us into more knowledge for him right now, when if you can give us more knowledge, that'd be more knowledge that would then be given to dark matter. Then maybe you'd be able to finally reach him.
Roll a persuasion.
Perfect.
Oh, yes.
He's gonna roll a 1.
Most likely.
Try it.
I whisper to Sora, I'm not really an expert on these things, but that seems like a bit of a stretch, doesn't it?
Raffa is very,
That works.
He ponders for a bit. And he says, I guess that makes sense. What do you want to know?
Yowza, I can't believe that worked.
I want to know more about dark matter. I wasn't familiar. I wasn't really told much about what he is or his aims or anything like that.
My god is merely a force of animosity.
And while he's saying this, I'm going to pass a note around. Or should I?
I'll say.
No, never mind.
You're not going to pass a note? Okay.
Yeah, no, never mind. I'm just going to I'm going to casually get closer.
All right. Just kind of well, he's kind
Yeah,
of
kind of like I'm listening.
He's a force of animosity that wishes the world to reflect that. And so that is what I am for. To give dark matter everyone's deepest, darkest secrets.
So he's animosity then.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Nothing else about him. No intrinsic keys.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Yeah.
Intrinsic keys. Why is it so hard to say this word?
What, intrinsities?
Eccentricities. He said, I am merely his servant. I can't tell you all about his aims.
All right. Then tell me a bit more about yourself. Do you still have memories of the time you went by Naveen?
No, I don't. He was a fool, that's all I know.
Do you feel... I suppose you don't feel sadness in that, do you?
What I'm feeling is this seems to be a waste of time. And you are trying to intentionally waste my time.
No. You're imparting knowledge to me.
Doesn't seem that way.
Are you sure about that?
So much, in fact, that I think I'll start by taking what I want from you. And so, two void shadows pop up from the ground, and he says to them, kill the human. I won't have the same mistake happen again. Initiative.
Woo!
So many times Raffa's just gonna be like, dark matter's dead!
I am going to die.
18, nice. I needed something high. Oh wow, you got 14 twice.
Guys, I'm sorry, but it looks like it's a family emergency.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. You
You're gonna
could
have to continue the stream without me.
Yeah. If you have to go, that's all right. You could bow out.
Also, Dirge and I rolled the same number.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Decide among you who goes first.
I'll go last.
Okay. So
Oh, don't you dare.
give me the order.
Okay, Dirge and Henry both got 19.
But
So
Henry...
I'm first in that. So it's Henry with 19, Dirge with 19.
Lucius has 18, and Raffa has 14.
Yes.
All right. Raffa. for the sake of a little meta here, behind the curtain, he only summoned one Void Shadow. Sora's gonna get 18. So who else got Who got 18? Lucius?
Me.
Do you want Sora to go before you or after you?
He can't. I wish he could. If he could inspire me, I'd ask him to go before me, but he can't. So, go after me.
After, okay.
It's the big final battle of the season, and well, Rodney's not with us right now. All right.
Stuff happens.
Yeah.
Family emergencies.
Henry, you are first. You're sitting at the kind of the stairway towards this Void Shadow and Flareon.
Henry,
All right.
I need inspiration. I've got a plan. I need inspiration.
Fine, I'll give you inspiration.
That's only a bonus action, so you could still do pretty much anything.
Denki Aidama.
Okay. Do you want to get the statue in just to piss him off, maybe? Or just the two targets?
The two targets.
All right.
Listen. This is
actually
very
the Void Shadow and the Flareon are too far apart to get them both. So which one?
Okay.
So which one do you want to hit?
So the Flareon.
All right. So he makes a con saving throw. And he got a nat 20. So he takes half of 3d8. So 4.
Well,
2, 3.
I'm glad I wasted that opportunity.
You could still move if you want to. There are those kind of pillars leading up you could maybe hide behind, but otherwise it's just a stairway and this altar.
It's just Henry walking to the pillar, just not even caring.
Do you want the pillar? I don't know if this really makes a difference, but on the right or left?
Right.
The right. All right. Let's mark you down there. We go over to Dirge.
Dirge, I need your crowbar.
I hand it over.
Okay.
Okay, you still. I think handing me the crowbar was a free action, so you still have your action and bonus action left.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. And it's my turn now, right?
Yep. It is your turn.
Mm-hmm. I used it before. Can I use the same cantrip more than once?
Yep. Cantrips you can just use as many times as you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'll just use Ray of Frost. Actually, can I hit the crown with target the crown with Ray of Frost?
Let me see here. Ray of Frost.
Utilizing Ice Beam.
I hate RST because I always forget where they are alphabetically. Ray of Frost. You'd have to move a little closer, but you could definitely do that. It's 60 feet.
How about would it take my turn to move closer, or would I just be able to do that within the same turn?
You can do that in the same turn. It's 60 feet and it's 70 feet to him, so you just need to move 10, and you still have some movement to spare. So
okay, I'll do that.
It's a spell attack, so
right.
So just make a spell attack.
Okay.
20 plus your spell modifier.
Oh, come on!
you like hit one of
dice.
You hit one of the pillars. Gets a bit of ice on it.
Dice Parser is freaking savage.
You could move closer. You could still move if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to move closer.
All right. So you can make it about halfway there. You could hide behind a pillar if you want.
I'll do that. Yeah.
On the left or right?
We'll go left.
All right. Let's say you're here.
Man, I really need to work on my aim.
All right. We go to Lucius.
Okay. Since I was walking during our conversation, how close am I?
I'll say you are about you're kind of at the pillar. You're about 10 feet in, so he's about 60 feet from you.
Okay, so he's still too far for me. Yeah. Crap, I was hoping he was closer. Okay, well, there's still things I can do. Question. How does drinking a potion work? Is it an action or bonus action?
Action.
Okay, figure just about as much. Okay, I am going to drink my potion of proficiency.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you quaff down this potion and you feel like you could do anything.
Well, I sure as heck hope so. Okay, and with my bonus action, I will cast Sanctuary on Sora.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as long as he doesn't attack, he has. They have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm. And for my, I don't know, jumping is an action, so I'm just going to have to use my 20 movement to get closer.
All right. So you're about at a little past Dirge. They're kind of like there's a row of columns, three pillars in like kind of a column. You can make it to about the third pillar. Well, Henry's at the first one, Dirge is at the second one. You can get to the third one. Do you want to go to the left or right if you're hiding, or are you going to stay out in the open?
I don't see any. Oh wait, he does have fire attacks. I'll go to the right one.
All right. So Lucius is right there.
And I need to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
All right. The Void Shadow is going to... It's going to make its way to Sora, but it uses all of its movement to do so it can't attack, but it's just up in his grill right now at the staircase. It is now Sora's turn. He is going to... He's going to try tackle it. Or no, he's not. He's wary of the sanctuary, so... what does he do? Guess all he could do is...
Run,
I guess. He's going to disengage and, like, kind of hide near Henry, because he seems like a very stocky Pokemon. So Sora's going to go and hide near Henry. Raffa, it's your turn. You saw Sora run away from the Void Shadow, which is pretty close to you, and this Flareon is at the other end. What do you want to do?
How far away is the Flareon?
70 feet.
Oh, so even if I sprinted, I wouldn't be able to get there.
You'd get to like where Lucius is, like near that pillar.
Can I sprint 40 feet? Or is it only 20?
20 is your movement. You'd be able to do 40 with a sprint. But you
all right. Yeah. Well, we're going to have to go save Sora. Not getting anyone eaten here.
He's over by Henry on like a pillar on the right.
All right, time to destroy this Void Shadow.
So close.
So close.
Oh, what are you attacking with? The spike again?
Yeah, the spike.
All right, so first attack. 15. That hits.
I'm like, wow, these things don't have high AC.
Yeah.
But I also...
No, that's because they're tricksy.
Yeah, they can come in massive numbers.
But that was a pretty devastating blow there.
Hold on, I'm throwing in a superiority die too.
Okay. 26. So that's 30 damage to the Void Shadow. Okay. That hurt it a lot. So you're just kind of staying where you are?
Yeah.
All right. We go to the Flareon. Now.
Raffa is literally fighting her nightmare. She can't even say words.
Yeah, you might get some like catharsis from this if you actually take that thing down. Where's this spell? It is going to use... So the Flareon uses Fire Spin, and it wraps itself, like, it kind of like makes a wall of fire kind of around it. And these flames are about 20 feet high and 1 foot thick. And then you see this energy emit from the crown, and everyone
becomes books.
Everyone regains 5 HP.
What?
Except the Void Shadow.
This is suspicious.
And Sora. Sora does not gain HP.
Oh, that is extra interesting.
The human doesn't get any HP. That's weird.
I know what's happening.
Uh,
Well, I don't know what's happening, but I know why.
Yeah, it's because he's a human.
Henry, you are kind of behind the first row of pillar, well, the first pillar in this column. Sora's kind of cowering behind you, running away from this Void Shadow, while Raffa's taking it on at the staircase. What do you want to do?
Lightning lure.
Lightning. I keep saying it wrong.
Lightning
Are you going to
lure.
lightning lure the Flareon?
Oh.
I'm gonna lightning lure the Void Shadow. I gotta save my little human buddy.
Oh.
Okay.
I was hoping the Flareon would get pulled closer to me.
Oh, you want to do that? You want to be in your own little world? Okay.
Let me just... Is it a saving throw or is it a spell attack? Oh, no.
I believe-
Saving throw for them.
Yeah, saving throw.
Strength. Oh, these things aren't very strong.
It has
Oh.
to be like.
He got a 2. So it's happening.
So what do I do again? What do I?
So you make your lasso, and you pull.
So
him-
yeah, and then one. It's like 1d8 lightning damage, right?
Yeah, and he's pulled towards you.
And can I use a higher spell slot to make it 2d8?
No, lightning lure is a Pokemon
Yeah, so
ability.
because once a day spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, it's 2d8 because you're level 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 2d8.
So another. So 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, he's pulled towards you, and it's seems like Raffa already did a number on him, but it seems like he is very hurt, as much as a big blob of jelly could be hurt. Unless you want to move, we're gonna go to Dirge.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Dirge, you're up. You are behind the second pillar in the second row.
Dirge, put out this flame in front of us.
Okay. I guess I'll try Ray of Frost again.
Are you aiming
Hope
at?
second time. Pardon?
Are you aiming at him or the fire?
At the fire.
Okay.
So the second verse is not the same as the first.
Just gonna check. Does this have like an AC or something? Complicated spells.
I don't think spells usually have ACs.
Well, if it produces something, sometimes it has AC. Okay, it doesn't say anything about them having. So you put out a section of the fire, so he's exposed now, I guess.
Okay. Would that be my action?
Yeah. Using a spell. That spell is an action.
Okay. I guess as a free action, can I move a little bit closer?
You can just use your movement to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Moving is movement.
Right. Yeah, I'll just use my movement to move closer, but like I'm still trying to dodge between the between the pillars.
All right. You'll be kind of exposed if you use all your movement. You'll be at the altar.
I don't know. I don't think I want to be at the altar just yet. I guess I'll just move to the next column I see.
All right, and you're taking cover behind it?
Yeah.
All right. Sure. So you're kind of on the left side near the altar on the last row of pillars.
All right.
Lucius, it's your go. You're kind of in the same position as Dirge, except on the other side, like taking cover behind the third pillar.
Okay, I assume I can't reach him.
You could reach him. You could get to him with that firewall opened.
Oh, okay. So I can get to him and start doing my thing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm going to get to him, and using Dirge's crowbar, I'm going to take the crown off of him.
You could try.
Yes, Okay, fine. I will try to get the crown off of him.
All right. So how you do it?
You just walk up to him and he just lets you do it.
Yeah. He is. So this is, for all intents and purposes, a grapple to, being engaged with them. So we're gonna have a grapple contest, Lucius. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this out in the open too. So it's just an athletics versus his athletics.
Figures. Okay.
Boop. Oh no!
Thank you!
Unless we roll a 1 too.
Yeah, there's... Oh, wow. Oh, wow, even with... Oh, no, wait. My proficiency is higher than that.
Okay.
Woo!
You are grappling him. Now you could try and pull it off if you want to.
Okay, is that another athletics, or how does that work?
It'll be an athletics with advantage if you're using a crowbar.
Okay, I am using a crowbar, so... With advantage, okay?
Hey,
Oops.
now that's thinking with your noggin.
I forgot the D. Okay, second roll. Dice parser, please be nice to me.
Wow!
And I will, just to be fancy, I'm going to use that bardic inspiration as well. So that's an additional D8.
Yeah.
Oh, so close to
29.
He...
Well, how about that?
The crown pops off his head. Clunk, 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 clunk. And
Does the Void Shadow die?
The Void Shadow just evaporates. And he falls unconscious.
Okay, are we still in initiative order, or what's going on now?
No, you ruined my encounter.
Okay, I'm
solved your puzzle.
Using the shaman scarf, I'm going to wrap the shaman scarf around the crown and put it in my bag.
Okay.
Well, that's one problem solved. Problem 2, how do we help the villagers here?
It said getting the crown off of him should have helped everybody, so... I don't know, let's head back, maybe?
What about this bloke? And I point to
you've got rope, so I don't know how much we could say he's responsible, but I'd still tie him up and take him with us anyways.
Sounds like a plan. And I tie Naveen up.
All right. Assuming that's him. Are you just gonna backtrack down the tower?
I mean, unless there's an elevator up here.
No,
A
it doesn't.
convenient warp pad.
This isn't Zelda where like this convenient thing came, a big beam of light to put you to the bottom.
I'm gonna punch that dark matter statue.
All right. In fact, you think you could push it off if you so please.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay, make an athletics roll.
It's gonna be like a 1, and it's too much.
I'll say you heave, and then it rolls off the side. It's quite large, and it just kind of plummets to the ground. You don't even hear the impact. You're so high up.
Did you get rid of your personal demons through that?
Well, I
Well,
certainly hope
as
nobody
long
was,
as we stay away from Niflheim.
Well, I
I
certainly
don't
hope
plan
nobody's
on going
down
to
there.
Niflheim. Let's just backtrack, see if the villagers are safe.
Okay,
Sounds capital.
So as you backtrack through this tower, you notice something strange. It's kind of just a straight staircase down to that library you were in, except all the books are gone now.
Ah, well, I think that's a fairly good sign that things are going in the right direction. Yes.
Okay, I think we might have actually saved them. We'll have to leave just to be sure, but we might have actually saved all of them.
I'm sure that they
Is-
ran into Team Charm.
Is the door open for us to leave?
You go down the next level, and yes, you see the door open, and you could hear like cheering outside.
Well,
Guys, we did it. We managed
another
to save
successful
everyone.
case solved.
We did it. We did it, but at what cost?
A
The
few
cost of a
bruised injuries,
torch.
it seems like.
You know, I was really expecting to die.
Well, we
You
totally
should probably
wrecked
see some
Flareon.
therapy there, friend.
I think we all were, says Sora.
I refuse to. I made a promise to return back home once I find out who I want to be. So I'm not going to die anytime soon. And I'm going to keep you all alive as long as I can.
I hate to cut this sweet moment short, but let's get out of here.
Yeah, agreed.
Agreed.
All right.
Let's skedaddle.
So you walk out and you see this like large group of Pokemon in this once abandoned town, kind of like kowtowing to Team Charm.
Oh my gosh, are they going to do what I think they are? This is not Lucius, by the way, this is me.
Oh, okay. And you see, yeah, they're cheering for Team Charm. Thank you for saving us!
We did it, Team Charm!
Oh my arse, yes. Whatever.
That's what Raffa shouts. She's like, we did it!
Oh, you're out, says Buneary.
Now, see
Buneary?
here.
I'm the Buneary here, she's a Lopunny.
Oh, Lopunny, sorry.
Now, see here, folks. We're the ones who risked our lives in there to save you all, and Lucius here did most of the best work.
We're just all walking out with like burns and scratches and cinders.
But Team Charm got us out of there. Are you have this Flareon in tow, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Dirge doesn't in any case.
Who are you guys even?
A bunch of travelers.
What are you doing with
Well,
Naveen? You see him like all this like tied up Flareon, like unconscious.
Restraining him, of course. Naveen here is the cause of all this mess. He put on a
Dirge,
fancy
let me
crown.
explain.
I'm just trying to tell the truth.
Remember
here.
the last time you explained something?
Yes, I managed to
Get 5
Convince-
steps closer?
yes. it was 5 steps more than before. Let me explain. Naveen was being controlled by some sort of force related to dark matter. And I don't know if he can be held responsible for what happened to the town, but he was knocked unconscious in the process of what happened.
What's dark matter?
Ain't that the question of the day?
Apparently some sort of malevolent entity.
But that doesn't matter. I mean, Team Charm got us out of that horrible tower. We were just in...
Name one thing Team Charm actually did.
They got us out. They found us unconscious and they escorted us out with that little friend of theirs. Like pointing to Mimikyu.
Oh, hi, Mimikyu. We're safe.
He kind of like waves at you.
That means the door must have opened and Team Charm must have walked inside because they were locked outside of the library.
Oh, you see, it opened, dear.
Do any of you here remember being books?
You see the silence go over the crowd.
Hey, Sora, let's take you to the inn. I think you need a lot of rest.
I do.
Okay,
Seems like this is gonna...
I'll escort Sora to the inn. I'll let you guys try and sort out the whole we saved it versus they saved it. I don't care. I just want to get Sora in and give him some rest.
Well, Dirge and I should probably go find where, what's his name lives?
Naveen?
Naveen. Yeah. We should go find where Naveen lives and at least let him go back to his own house. Even if we will probably talk to him after that.
But Team Charm kind of walks up to you and he says, perhaps we should explain what went on. So after you and those others got locked in that tower, we took your little friend's idea, Mimikyu raises his hand, and looked in the town records for maybe some clues on how to get inside to help you. We found none, but then we saw the strangest thing. We saw you guys leaving town.
What?
Now that is an impossibility, since we were entirely within that tower.
Yeah, you just saw us walk out of the tower twice, if you're telling us that.
Yeah, that's the strangest thing.
Except,
and you're all certain of this.
Wait, were we like? Well, she points to this slashes on Dirge's face.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while to heal up.
Oh no! We saw you going in the other direction. We called for you, but you just ignored us and figured you gave up. Didn't want to go to Naginata anymore.
Dirge is like, Dirge is blowing a large amount of bubbles out of his pipe.
So it was up for Team Charm to solve the mystery, and they do their little heart pose.
Did the door remain open after that?
No. Yes, it did. That's when we went inside.
So you saw them turn from books back into Pokemon?
Oh no, we fought this black blob first.
Wow. Void Shadow.
It was a war of attrition, but we ascended and found all the unconscious villagers in the next room. And we escorted them out. That's why they're indebted to us. But we gotta be modest. Right? We didn't do much. That's what you're supposed to say.
It was a team effort.
Indeed. At the end of the
helped
day,
them,
we
we
these
helped the
townsfolk
tower, and yeah.
So how'd you do that magic trick? You left the tower twice.
That is a good question, and that will be my next case, it seems like.
We didn't.
I concur.
Did they go off towards Naginata?
No, they went the other way. Seemed to be going back in the other direction.
We should probably investigate that. Could be dittos, maybe.
Yeah.
It is a possibility. I didn't see any dittos while we were in there. That's, however.
But we're kind of on a tight schedule. We need to get to Naginata.
Well, we should at least rest yeah.
I assume Lucius and Sora are probably already at the inn or are already on the way.
It's the town still kind of getting its bearings back, so to speak. So you're kind of.
Dirge will ask the Team Charm, while you were perusing the town records, did you happen to find out where Nazim's residence is?
Oh, it's that little cottage with the blue roof.
Ah, perfect.
All right.
She points you in the direction, and you see a blue-roofed cottage.
All right, well, we're gonna go take Nazim home and see what he remembers.
Yes.
All right. So I'll assume you're just kind of you're resting, maybe, Sora and
something like that. Yeah.
Lucius, and you are taking this unconscious Flareon home. You're kind of getting these wide-eyed looks as you're like dragging one of their citizens by a rope to his dwelling.
He's under house arrest.
Well, I don't know.
Produce that badge of yours.
I don't know if I'd be doing that. I was thinking like maybe Dirge just like carrying him on his back.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, there's enough of us.
And as you kind of go through the streets, you see this you see a Shuckle looking at a abode with a big globe on it, all destroyed. He's like, my house!
Goodness, what happened there?
Guess the tower's falling apart.
Where am I gonna live?
I move over there to see if I can. Is the door to his house open?
No, his house is crushed beneath this big gray orb. It's somehow familiar. You believe it was at the top of the tower.
I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
Let's see. Was that? Remind me again who knocked that off?
Raffa did.
Raffa did. Is Raffa in our party?
Raffa's right next to you.
Right. I look at Raffa and go, how could that have happened indeed?
Henry is just right behind you two, just slowly lagging by.
Yeah.
This, I thought depressed Henry was, I thought depressed Henry was over, but now there's even more depressed Henry.
Depressed and tired Henry.
But ignoring the Shuckle, I guess you go to your residence, and the door is open. It's unlocked, so you're free to go inside.
Yeah, I presume we bring him inside.
Okay. And yeah, you have this unconscious Flareon in this kind of small dwelling. There's books all over the ground, all torn apart.
Dirge begins looking through the materials.
It's just kind of basic stuff like my magazines and cookbooks. Nothing too fancy.
Question. Now, was this like this before or after he put on the crown? Is there a chair nearby?
A chair? Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Dirge sits in the chair. I guess we just waits for Naveen to wake up.
All right. So you're just gonna... I'll assume like everyone's kind of resting, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Day,
Eventually, he's like, he comes to. Like, why? Why am I tied up?
What was the last? Naveen.
No, there's no need to panic. Yes.
Who are you?
Yes, there may be. And yes.
What are
there
you
may be
doing in
strangers
my house?
But I
Naveen,
assure you, there's a very
Help!
good explanation for that.
Naveen,
I love how
Naveen.
good you guys are at calming him down.
Before we answer any of those questions, what is the last thing you remember?
I remember being really mad at thieves. What was I doing? Are you thieves?
Good heavens,
No.
no. I catch thieves. I am certainly not a thief.
Then why do you have me tied up? Am I a thief?
Well, you could say after you met the thieves, you were put under some kind of a spell. So we had to come and make sure that, well, to find out what the true you was like.
You also turned a bunch of Pokemon into books.
What?
It's crazy.
Yes.
A lot of crazy things happen, but the gist of it is, you weren't quite in your right mind after putting on a, perhaps cursed is the right word, a cursed crown, you see?
Well, the crowd. I've got to take it to Lively Town.
Why?
So we can get money for Fadia.
Well,
Where's the crowd? That's
there's-
mine.
there-
That's what I was
You know
doing. The thieves stole it from me, and I took it back.
or the
Did you-
crown took you back.
Yeah, see, the last time you wore that crown, something of an obelisk appeared in town, and the town itself seemed to begin the slow process of erasing itself from existence, you see.
He looks out the window, and he sees that tower, and he's like, what the hell is that?
That is part of the crown's power. It's connected to this shrine, and it made it appear here.
Does the name Dark Matter mean anything to you?
What's a dark matter?
Blowing bubbles again.
He's who that shrine is dedicated to.
Okay, that's great. Could you untie me?
Well, we
Depends.
have
You
to
put on
make
the crown
sure that
again
you
as soon as we,
promise
let you
not
go.
to go after that crown again.
Well,
I know you need the money, and there might be some valuables inside of the tower, but like the crown doing all of this, I don't think you want that to happen again, do you?
I don't even know what happened.
Look at Shuckle's house. Do you want that to happen again?
Oh. Did I do that?
It was part of what ended up happening with the tower.
Part of a series of unfortunate events regarding the crown and you putting it on, and quite a mess.
Well,
Quite a case.
if this crown is really doing this, where is it right now? We can't let anyone use it.
One of our friends put it away and made sure that they wrapped it up so no one can make physical contact with it.
What if he wants it all for himself, though?
Trust me, he doesn't want it. If he could, he would have destroyed it.
Okay, so I'm really just doing this out of compassion, but I could just burn your ropes away. So could you just take them off me?
Of course. I believe our questions have been answered satisfactorily.
So you're just gonna untie
and
him?
Dirge goes over to start untying him.
All right. Rope burn. I know that's a little weird for a fire type to get rope burn. But yeah.
Not at all.
Okay.
I've known plenty of water types and even some ice types who've gotten frostbite before.
Oh. All right. Is that all you need? Could you?
Let me think. Because I'm trying to think if there's anything Dirge would else do in this situation.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what some of that background stuff you know there.
Just make...
Well, we've had something of quite a case, but after everything we've gone so far, I can safely deduce that the Crown was the true culprit in this crime here, which means I believe you're absolved and free to go.
Free to go. I'm in my house.
So it's part of a saying, friend. We should make our way out of here.
Yeah, I need
trespassing. After all, trespassing a property is a crime.
I think I need a few hours of some reflection. And oh man, he just kind of walks off in his dwelling.
And Dirge sort of motions his head towards the door to for us to get going.
All right.
Now we'll reconvene with Lucius and stuff.
And so meanwhile in the inn, a Starmie arrives, Lucius and Sora, and she says, "Well, normally we'd make you pay, but our heroes team Charm said we should let you have it on the house. So take as much as rest as you need."
All right, thanks. Sora, let's get a room.
Yeah. So is there anything in particular you want to do in this room?
Yeah, I'm going to sort of small talk with him, say, so that was the first big fight that you really got damage from, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of worrying me because I didn't really do anything.
Is Dirge in a separate room? Since
you're not even there yet.
Yeah, you're
still talking. Oh, that's right.
This is kind of happening while you're talking with Naveen.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
well,
you took me from Lucretia saying I'm supposed to save people, but what did I do in there?
I honestly, the Piplup who said that is gone, so to be honest, at this point in time, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do either, but where else do you have to go?
Well, not throwing myself in danger, I guess, but...
Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't... Because of how that room was, I wasn't close enough to make sure you were safe. I'm sorry for that.
I'm not blaming you. I just... Never mind. Let's just get some rest.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's... Gonna be honest, Sora. This adventuring stuff, I'm not a fan of it either.
Well, at least the town's alright.
Yeah, at least the town's alright.
We don't get the credit for it.
I've never too much cared for getting the credit for things. I'm just happy that they're safe. And I'm happy that we didn't have to go to extremes to make them safe.
Yeah. So...
Hey, Sora?
Yeah?
Knowing what you know about me, what do you think I'm good at?
Well, you're good at leading, I guess. You tell everyone what to do, very to good effect. Know people's abilities better than themselves. But in my honest opinion, maybe you should let them do what they want to do. You know, it's a learning experience, right?
Yeah, I suppose I just I don't know. I think I'd do that just because I'm afraid of. I always feel like I just need to have control of everything because if I don't, then I'm afraid Pokemon will die on my watch.
Well, I can understand that.
I've seen too many Pokemon who got hurt, who suffered. I don't want any more to happen.
Maybe I needed that when I lost my brother. Anyway, that's a downer. Let's just get some rest and wait for the others.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll assume you and Team Charm all regroup in this little inn. So we get a lot of free lodging and free food. You don't have to thank us.
It is very, very nice to have things, especially after falling up.
So I'm still. Maybe you could tell us about it tomorrow. But we're gonna be on the road to Naginata tomorrow. Gotta keep a course. Can't be late for the new year.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Let me vent my deep depression to you once we're on the road to Spear Island.
Oh, turn that frown upside down, Grumpy Gus.
You know, if I get out of this alive, I am going to never go on an adventure again.
At least not this kind of adventure.
No, I will live as safe as possible.
Those sound like famous last words.
I can't exactly say I blame you.
Let's see.
You know,
where's our room?
I thought it was all fun and games until I almost died all those times. Every near-death experience made me realize closer and closer that I am the weak link of this party.
Says Sora. I don't think you are.
Ooh, the passive aggressive from him.
I don't know. Your inspiration really helped out in that last encounter.
You could have done it without.
I'm not sure if I could have.
Trust me, you could have done it without.
Sora nods over to Henry. Wow, seems like there's some bad vibes going on in this room, says Medicham.
Yes, very bad vibes.
Dirge, you maybe
can understand Rodney's depressive outlook.
Sorry, what was that?
You may be concerned that Lucius is carrying this artifact.
Lucius, how are you feeling?
Fine.
No delusions of grandeur, no wild speeches planned in head about the glory of the dark matter?
Delusions of grandeur. Pokemon like
me I used to have delusions of grandeur.
Pokemon like me can never have delusions of grandeur. It's not something I've ever deserved.
I thought I was the best. I thought I was the most amazing performer in the entire Pokemon world. But no. No. All I am is just a feeble punching bag.
Man, you two singers should really go write a song about how you feel. Like, why? We wouldn't be without you guys on this adventure. We would not have gotten very far.
Now, certainly we did get roughed up, but think of it this way: we all survived, and not only that, through all of our collective efforts, the town made it out perfectly fine. Isn't that what really matters at the end of the day?
I mean, Sora, if you want, I could try to show you how to use a spike.
Well, I guess it would be wise to know how to defend myself if I'm going to be going into dungeons.
Yeah, in fact, Team Charm, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Oh, sure.
On the road, would you mind training us?
Oh.
Since you're a masterclass exploration team, I'm sure you guys are pretty strong, so I think some training on the road might do us some good.
Well,
Yes.
The three divas kind of like look at each other and okay, we'll do it. Sounds fun.
I can.
Okay.
Just to tell you, I'm a bard in the College of Glamour. So if you could help me with my enthralling performance, I would be very very grateful of that.
Yeah, just anything while we're going along the way, anything that can just help us get a bit stronger, be a bit more prepared, dungeon exploration, just anything that you can help, anything that you can impart onto us, that'd be great.
Yeah. You see, we're supposed to also be looking into certain incidents that are happening, but I guess we can make time to train you since you did kind of give us a hand in Iron Forge. We're not supposed to talk about that. Oh, right, yeah.
What now?
Oh, about the
That's what you're talking
Pokemon
about?
going berserk. Shh! Quiet, Jam. Quiet. We're not supposed to talk about that.
Oh yes, I'm quite aware of Pokemon going berserk.
It's...
Are you telling me you have evidence regarding that matter? I would be very
Oh
interested.
yes, absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely. You
I
see,
guess
we were
if
on
we're-
a ship.
Yeah, we were on a ship when an incident like that happened. A bunch of Pokemon just suddenly went crazy.
Including the captain of the ship, Captain Oliver, a Tyranitar.
Gardevoir
It seemed that the affected Pokemon were Dark type.
Gardevoir kind of takes note of this. She was just kind of rolling her eyes at them, kind of not so discreetly talking about it. But she's actually kind of like listening to you, Henry. They were all dark types, you say?
Yes, Dark types.
Wait,
Thankfully, I am not one.
and
I don't
it
know.
was when
Maybe
the
maybe
moon
there's some other
rose.
regional variant of me with the dark typing. I don't know.
Are you sure it was all dark types? All I noticed it was just a bunch of Pokemon.
I remember it was that one Sneasel and Captain Oliver. I remember both of those being, those two dark types going berserk.
That doesn't specifically mean anything.
I do. Well,
The important
those are the
part...
only
We're still
Pokemon I
alive.
saw.
Gardevoir
go
kind of
berserk.
cuts you out. Did they kill anyone?
We don't know.
We escaped the ship on a lifeboat.
No.
And you're certain you were
before
all
we could see any
unaffected?
gruesome death. Huh?
You're certain you were all unaffected by this?
Yes. There no.
Yeah.
Wait, oh yes, also Pluck. Pluck is a Murkrow. He went berserk.
Yeah, but no, if anything did happen to the other Pokemon, we don't know. We had We were in a position where we had to escape because we were being attacked by pirates at the time.
I'm going to let you on a little secret. You have to promise me you won't tell anyone. It looks like Lopunny and Medicham are looking like they're trying to stop her, but Gardevoir kind of just holds up her hand.
I promise. I won't tell anybody.
What if I told...
I can make
many.
You have
That
my
depends
word.
on the nature of the promise. Is this a truth that will eventually need to be shared with the world?
Dirge, if we have to, we will have you leave.
We're keeping it secret because we're investigating it. But...
It could pay to have an extra detective on hand who could help investigate this as well.
That's why we ask you keep this a secret.
Very well. This case intrigues me. If the sacrifice is keeping it secret, then it's a sacrifice I shall take.
What if I told you one of these berserk Pokemon did not kill anyone?
Oh.
That would be most intriguing.
What if I told you someone used it as an advantage, an opportunity to do away with this said Pokemon?
Oh.
You mean like a cover?
Wait, you're saying
That
somebody's
makes a lot of
using...
sense.
Somebody's somehow using this to kill Pokemon?
No, there was only one incident. There was two
How do you know this?
Dirge, let them explain.
Do you really think this guise we put on is what we really are? Of course it is, says Lopunny, making a heart.
Well, I would say that. Well, I would assume not so. Listen. I know. I've been in the world of the performing arts.
Playing ignorant is the best tool. But there were two incidents. One where one Pokemon died and the other one didn't. Isn't that a little odd?
Oh.
Yeah.
And then you're saying your incident where, well, you said you don't know, which doesn't really help us all that much. But
yeah, sorry, it was so chaotic there that it's hard to say what happened.
But the victim of the one who died, it was a Vulpix, but there was no laceration on this Vulpix. It was a Drapion attacking, going berserk. And laceration is what you'd expect if a Drapion, well, killed you, right?
I concur. That is what you would look for.
But that's as far as we don't really have a
Vulpix
motive.
had no-
Oh, yeah, you do have information about this, Dirge.
That's right, I do. Let me look at what I want to go back
But
to.
she continues, I forgot what I was going to say now. She says...
I think you said that.
Yeah.
We don't have the motive, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, we don't have the motive or just how they did this, but...
Do you know anything about the Vulpix? Do they have any enemies?
No. No, we do know one thing. This Vulpix had a friend that was hastily taken away. It was a Meloetta.
Oh no.
Oh.
A mythical Pokemon.
I'm aware.
Yes, we are. Who was it? Oh. Oh my.
This a connection?
She was taken by the authorities, and she isn't able to speak our language very well, and she was taken by the authorities to be kind of shipped off to the water continent to have her language kind of deciphered by Mawile. Of the
authority who took her off, Her name wouldn't happen to be Insensia, would it?
Oh, yeah, that was it. It was a Houndour.
Oh my god!
Oh, Arceus alive.
You know her?
You could say that.
She's gone.
Well, whatever are you talking about?
I don't know what happened exactly, but we came across two Meowsticks named Nyx and Erebus, and for some reason, somehow, with some sort of strange magical abilities, we were escorting her through a mystery dungeon, and she just disappeared. She disappeared because of these two, and we don't know where they are.
Believe
That
it
is
or
most
not,
suspicious.
believe it or
We
not,
only
they're
know that
holding
these
her
two.
ransom.
Listen. They're holding her hostage, and they seem to only appear in mystery dungeons.
Gardevoir, the tone, the mood kind of gets a little more serious. And wait, so why was she with you?
Remember how we mentioned we were on a ship and the pirates? That was the same ship Insensia was on. She tasked me, in case something happened, to take Nocturne.
Yes, that was her name. And someone took her from you.
Yes,
Yes.
I failed to protect her.
Oh, honey.
We all failed to protect her.
Well, the thing about it now is they're telling us to go and do something for them.
So what you're saying is oh my gosh, does that mean whoever's doing the berserk Pokemon thing is doing it specifically to get Nocturne?
No, we don't think that's connected to it. We think someone used it as an opportunity to murder this Pokemon.
But we have two berserk incidents related to Nocturne.
You're right, it did happen on the ship.
Certainly the evidence seems to be that way.
Did they both happen at night?
Yes, both these incidents happened at night.
If only Alan were still alive.
I'll tell you another thing. We aren't going to Naginata for a simple vacation. We hear this group is situated there that might have some information we require.
Group? What's the group called?
The Chaos Guild.
They're the ones.
The Chaos Guild.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Roll
we can't
credits.
go there.
Roll the credits. But before, after we roll post credits, MCU movie, we we cut to kind of a dungeon, not a mystery dungeon, a traditional dungeon. It kind of pans down these cells, and we see a Piplup unconscious in it. Fade to black.
Oh, great.
There we go.
There he is.
So, before we leave, I want to give Shuckle the signed autograph from Team Charm for his house.
Yeah, we're done. You can worry about that starting next.
Yeah. That's where he's just holding the picture, like, looking at his destroyed house. All right. So
that's valuable. That's compensation, I'm sure.
That's the end of it. I'll ask too, Dirge. What do you think you're gonna do after this?
Well, after that, so I was hired to come and investigate this. Presumably, I believe that was like by a family. What was going on and why they weren't hearing from their folks.
Yeah.
So Dirge's priorities are going to be Dirge's priority is probably gonna go. He's gonna go back to the person who hired him and let him know what's up based on. I guess I'm wondering if I would request the crown or not, because as that's dangerous.
Do you want to maybe actually do that? Reason it out with Lucius of what's going to be done with this thing.
Yeah.
So I need to talk to Lucius about it too.
All right. So epilogue time. Go.
Oh my gosh.
Lucius, I need to check something with that crown. I need to see if the orbs or the book react to it.
Okay.
I need to know if they're related to dark matter in any way.
Well, it should be reacting to my bag, so you can probably just... I don't want to take it out with unnecessarily, so you could probably just check to it without really... Yeah, just look, I'm not going to take it out, but go ahead and check.
All right. It does not see... Your items seem to not be reacting to this thing.
All right, well, that's one stroke of relief, I suppose.
And Dirge is there too, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it belongs in a museum.
Of art! Like maybe a metropolitan one.
Once everything is said and done, I'm going to need that crown for evidence. It will, of course, be stored safely. I know exactly what that thing does, and I have no intention of putting that anywhere near the top of my head. That's where my fez goes.
Do you have something to hold on to it?
Well, I have my bag here.
I mean, I suppose you could encase it in ice.
That's the idea. And I wink.
I'm afraid of... I'm kind of afraid of having this crown be, like, anywhere.
Yeah, what do you intend to do with it? Where are you going to take it?
I was hired on this case by some concerned family to figure out what was going on in this town, and this will be valuable proof to explain what happened. So I also see the concern, so perhaps we destroy it.
I'd like to at least attempt to destroy it first.
Be my guess.
Yeah, I'll attempt to destroy it, see if I can... I mean, it might not work, but I do have divine power, so maybe that'll help.
All right.
Yeah, hold the rainbow while you're doing that.
That didn't even get used.
Just in case you touch it.
Okay, I'm going to take it out, place it on the floor, de-wrap my scarf from it, and I'm going to take my pickaxe and... Well, can I investigate to see if I can find any weak spots?
All right. Yeah.
It'd be with sight. I'm not going to touch it or anything.
Do an Arcana.
Arcana, of course. It'd be Arcana. Do I still... How long does the potion proficiency last?
This is next day, so it's definitely...
Okay, so yeah, it's definitely... I was hoping I was still proficient. And Dice Parser still loves. And Dice Parser goes back to giving me the love I know. And...
No, you think you can just give it a good whack and it should deal with this thing.
Okay. I'm gonna take my pickaxe to it then.
Alright. As soon as you hit it with your pickaxe shatters into a million pieces.
Just like Gimli.
Yeah. It's like you hit it and then even the wood, the handle, it just kind of shatters.
That is a very strong crown.
Okay. Well, there goes my... I guess I'm not channeling Divine Smite through that pickaxe to... Then... Oh. Crap.
Dirge is holding his mace and is like, well, I was considering doing the same thing, following your example, but if your example is anything to prove by, I won't be having this any longer. Well, actually, I already have my crowbar. Perhaps you could make better use of this. And I hand over the mace to him.
Yay! I get another weapon.
Perhaps we'll go with the ice route instead, and I will go to. I will use a Ray of Frost cantrip to go to work on it.
All right.
Thing in ice.
Yeah, you get it in a nice. It's clear ice too. Just you make it really nice.
Yep.
So it's in a big ice cube right now.
You're gonna have to constantly make sure that thing remains in ice, because ice does melt unless you can find some ice that doesn't melt.
Really? I never would have guessed. Perhaps they should have made you the detective.
Thanks.
This is merely a holdover until we can get something more permanent.
Okay.
Do you think that you should investigate those our beta party, the one that went the opposite direction?
That will be my next case for sure. That is a mystery I'm not quite sure I can solve yet. Clearly the tower did something that caused that, but what exactly? Well, I can't get that question out of my mind. I have to find the answer.
Okay.
I'm
Be
counting on
very,
you to find it too.
very, 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 very careful with the crown. Make sure it does not go out of your sight, and make sure nobody touches it. We don't want another incident like this.
Trust me, I have no intention of letting this thing go anywhere out of my sight. Or out of my
Okay.
protection.
Good luck then.
We're counting on you.
Of course. And solve all this and I'm passing up a big fish here with this with that Pokemon Berserk case. I hope you solve it before I hope you solve it, otherwise, because if you don't, I am absolutely going to be back on it.
That's reassuring in a way, just in case things go wrong.
I suppose this is where we part ways.
Bid adieu to each other, and you're back on the road to Naginata. Well, Dirge goes back to his agency with a crown and an ice cube.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
put that in
now
the
we
con-
can actually end it.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, that's
Thanks
great.
for having me.
Great. You kind of ruined my encounter, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Hey.
That's D&D.
Yeah, that's D&D.
That's where the overkill came in.
Yeah.
Oh, but I was planning this. I've been planning doing that for so long.
Do you know what was
Well,
going?
I guess it does make it a.
I guess
it does make it a.
Oh.
I was just gonna say, I guess it does make it a season finale proper since we solved the issue. And
Yeah. Do you want to know what was going on with the healing?
What?
sure.
Okay, so the way it was gonna work is the more you're healed, the more you were gonna die. You were gonna get temporary hit points until if you were double your, if you had like as many temporary hit points as you did HP, you're dead.
Oh.
That would suck.
Yeah. But you made that irrelevant.
Yeah, I'm like Henry would have died in like 4 rounds, of that.
Well, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
If it was 5 HP a turn, he'd only have like 4 turns.
Well, I mean, he'd have to be restored to full health first, and then.
Oh yeah, so it'd be 8.
So it was like optimal if you went into the battle all.
Yeah, so I guess.
haggard.
I guess Henry and me were in optimal condition because we were both pretty low.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
But yeah, this is we'll be back on January 10th. We're taking a break because of the holidays and what they do to people. Horrible stuff. It makes them go away and not be active online. It makes them have a life.
I'd still be active online.
Yeah.
And on January 10th, I will be back, but I will be in the audience this time instead of as a guest.
Yeah, because Dirge will just head off. He'll.
I've got to thank everyone for, including the players too. I think we've come a long way. I feel like our characters have developed. I think Paracoopa's advent calendar has really helped us, make us feel a little more developed too, with all kind of the insight and passion he's putting into that advent calendar. And I implore you to go look at it. It updates daily until the anniversary, which is, or no, the anniversary already happened, right?
No, the
Yeah.
anniversary is the 20-something.
Yeah.
21st.
Yeah. I think we did like
They put a lot of work into that.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you all. We'll be back for the New Year's. Hopefully we're coming swinging. It's a shame Rodney wasn't here for the final battle, but duty calls, family business.
Yeah,
And-
family emergencies happen.
Yeah.
And a bit of the cat rubbed off on Henry with how he acted this session.
And I guess we'll see you all in the new year, January 10th. We'll do you want me to spoil the name of the season premiere episode?
You already have a name for it?
Yeah, I do. But I heard no, so I won't.
Don't spoil it.
All right. Yeah. All right. So we'll sign off. Thank you, everyone. Have a happy holiday. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for having me.
Happy Yuletide, whatever you want to call it.
Happy candle nights.
Yeah.
Have a great Saturnalia.
See y'all later. Bye.
Bye.